A key member of Congress ducks endorsing President Biden's re-election. Is support for his 2024 run already wavering within his own party? In the latest CNN poll of polls, President Biden's approval rating hovering around 39%. Listen to what Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez told Dana Bash when asked if she would endorse President Biden in 2024.
That's not a yes.
Yeah, I think we should endorse when we get to it. But I believe that the president has been doing a very good job so far. And, should he run again, I think that I think we'll take a look at it.
We're also following right now some bad economic news here in the United States. The Dow Jones plunging nearly 900 points today on fears that soaring inflation could soon prompt the Federal Reserve to drastically raise interest rates. Record gasoline prices are a major reason behind the surging costs for consumers. The average price for a gallon of gas in the U.S. now stands at more than $5.
And the whispers getting louder. Questions from Biden's own party about whether he should run again. I'm going to speak to a Democrat who says the president should call it quits after one term. Let's go out front. And the White House making it clear today that Biden is running for re-election after several voices and the Democratic Party are publicly voicing serious doubt. And next, the whispers for Biden to step aside in 2024 are, well, not really whispers anymore. I'm going to talk to a member of the DNC who says it is time for a new Democratic ticket in 2024. Plus, chilling new video from Russian attack helicopters taking out a crucial Ukrainian stronghold. Tonight, U.S. stocks plunging. The S&P 500 down, as you can see, nearly 900 points. Bear market territory for the Dow. Down nearly 900. Look, it's been grim, and it's just more grim news, adding to the economic anxiety that has been gripping the United States. The White House insists the American people are, quote, well positioned to face these challenges. But the White House also says President Biden intends to run for re-election. Now, that's reassurance coming after influential Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez struggled to answer a very simple question. Would she support Biden in 2024?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think if the president has a vision, then that's something certainly we're all willing to entertain and examine when the time comes.
That's not a yes.
I believe that the president has been doing a very good job so far, and should he run again, I think that I think we'll take a look at it.
Out front now, Steve Simonides, a Florida-based member of the Democratic National Committee. He's taken a look at it. He says Biden should announce he's not running for re-election as soon as the midterms are over. And Steve, I appreciate your time. I want to be clear. You're a member of the DNC. You are a supporter of President Biden, right? So let's just put that out there. But you don't think that he should run for re-election. How come?
Yes, and thanks, Aaron, for having me. First of all, I think Joe Biden has done an amazing job as president. He's passed some historic legislation in the infrastructure bill. He's really helped regulate ghost guns through ATF. He's helped student loan borrowers significantly since he took office. And most importantly, perhaps, with regards to the Russian aggression, he's effectively led a NATO coalition so far. The problem is, he's not, and his administration is not effectively communicating those wins, which is part of the reason you're seeing his approval ratings hover in the 30s.
So, okay, but what's your reason for, is that your reason for not thinking he should run again? Or is it just quite simply, as David Axelrod said, at the end of his next term, he'd be closer to 90 than 80? What is the reason?
It's a host of factors. The first being that the approval rating is not where it should be at this point. But also, more importantly, if you look at the polls with regards to the direction of the country, less than a quarter of Americans think that our country is on the right track. With polls like that, people are going to be looking for a change candidate. They're not going to be looking to vote for an incumbent with approval ratings down in the 30s.
So let me ask you, the former president just put out a 12-page screed about the January 6th committee. And at the end, he says something important. He says, this is merely, talking about the January 6th committee, an attempt to stop a man that is leading in every poll against both Republicans and Democrats by wide margins from running again for the presidency. They are doing everything in their power to stop me, but we can't be stopped. We have to save America. So President Biden says he's running again. Trump's statement certainly suggests that he is too, which would put the United States in for a repeat of 2020. Does that change your view?
No, I mean, no matter who the Republican nominee is, if 16 and 20 are any guide, it's going to wind up being a fascist. Our democracy is going to be at stake. The stakes could not be higher. And in that situation, every Democrat should want to put the best nominee forward. Just because we were successful with one plan of action in 2020, things are much different in 2024 when you're talking about now he's an incumbent and he needs to wind up. The 2024 election is not going to be something that you can win remotely. You can largely campaign from one location back in 2020. In this situation, you're going to wind up having an 80-year-old man with the most pressure cooker job on the planet needing to also full-time run a nationwide campaign, which is a significant ask. And again, we're still dealing with him starting out with very low approval ratings.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.